But yeah, it was just so fast and so easy. I was so used to riding heavy bikes that when I finally got a nice light one, it was amazing. I was so fast. Yeah, the Italian bikes. Yeah. Maserati. I would only buy a Bronco. That's the only vehicle right now that I would definitely rock a Bronco right now. I'll wait till they figure out all the problems with them and fix them. Yeah. What's a Netherlands bike? That's the thing in Vancouver. It's hilly, but it's not too hilly. But it's pretty rough in West Van. West Van. Now I'm up in the mountains, so it's hikes now. Now I just hike through the mountains with Emmett. But so Mark's songs. I haven't figured out. I think we were calling it the Owl. Is that what we were calling that one? Is the Barn Owl? This one I got some finish on. It's not done yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Oof. Anyway, that one, this is the neck for this one. And if I can get the neck done today and tomorrow, actually if I could get the neck done tomorrow, I could get some oil on it and have this thing ready to assemble next week as well. Oh. No, I kind of the reason that I ride, it's like I said, it's a Caro. It's a single speed. It's not a fixed gear, but it's a single speed. It's got road tires, but they're fatter, so I can hop curbs on them. So like I do a lot of street riding, or when I did ride, I'm not saying I'm a super aggressive rider and stuff, but it's like every once in a while you have to hop a curb, you know? You got to be able to jump over things without breaking. And that's why what happened to my fancy Italian bike, it was like really thin road tires, and I'm a little rough in how I ride and where I go and stuff. So it's kind of like I ended up breaking one of the tires, and it just didn't work out for me. But that's what I found worked best for me. The thing is, I can grind up hills with it. It's just like, it sucks not having gears, but you just have to pace yourself and really work on your breathing. That's the trick. Like, it's the whole point for me for riding. It was like a workout bike. So I have a buddy, and he's a personal trainer, and he was saying, instead of going to a gym, just make your lifestyle a workout, and then you never have to go to a gym. And so I was like, I like that, because I do not like gyms. So it's kind of like I rode a bike that was hard to ride, and I rode it every day to work, things like that. But that was 40 minutes of cardio a day, things like that. So it kind of like it solved a lot of problems. Like it wasn't, and it got me around. Like it's like I've never owned a car in Vancouver. I've always ridden a bike. And I don't wear a helmet either, even though it's the law. I don't, and nobody has ever stopped me. That's right. You don't tell me how to party. Yeah, a mountain bike would be good. I kind of like hiking. I've done some mountain biking and it's pretty fun. Mountain bikes are really fun. Like I've done some trails and stuff. Yeah, lifestyle. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks when you have the suspension and going up hills is just it's brutal. There are really nice mountain bike trails here. I've ridden down trails. That's the thing is like I have a buddy on the Sunshine Coast and we just drive up. We just take two cars and drive up and then it's much easier. It's much easier that way. But if you're a mountain biking purist, you have to ride up the mountain before you can ride down the mountain. But it's kind of good with Emmett. I'm getting used to hiking and stuff. I might do some camping, some hiking camping this year. When I get some time off, when all the guitars are done. The guitars are never done. Sorry, Emmett. We gotta switch back to the. Let's see where we're at here. It's probably half a mil too thick. Yeah, it still feels a little thick there, and it's too chunky right there. It's okay right here. It's 21.6. I bring it down. Yeah, so it's 21.5, 21.5, 21.8. Then it gets thicker right there. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but half a millimeter or a millimeter can really change how a neck feels. So and I'm very, very particular about my necks. If you're going to hand carve your necks, you might as well like go all out and carve them real nice. Real nice. Yeah, that's the thing. Once it's nice to be in shape. It's nice to be in shape, and then doing all those things is never hard. It's not a chore. You just go for a bike ride. Um, like I've done 100K in a weekend just for fun. Like it's, you know, that's why it is good. It is good to be capable, you know. I thought I was kind of slipping. I was slipping this last winter, and then now I've been taking Emmett out for walks and stuff, and I'm back, and I'm like, ooh. I'm feeling it though. It's a lot harder. Not a lot harder, but I can definitely feel a little bit different. I can still get into shape, but I understand why athletes are retiring at my age. You know, like professional athletes, this is their retirement age. I'm like, I can see that. They're probably sore. It takes them longer to recover. Things like that. It's crazy to think about that. It's like, you know, most athletes will be retiring in their mid and late 30s, you know? There goes my window. There goes my window of opportunity. I'll never be an MMA fighter. There goes my dream. I just have to accept that some doors are closing now. I guess I can just fall back on the whole guitar thing. Okay, that's starting to feel right. It can still be brought down a bit, but it'll probably be brought down with sandpaper. I think I'm within, what am I at? 21.6. It can still be brought down some more. I can do it by hand. It's okay. Hey, Nifty, how are you doing tonight? Or in this morning? Oh, that's good, Tari. Learning about bike maintenance is really good to know. I can do basic stuff like I can change a chain. I can swap out gears and things. I can do most things. I just don't have the tools for the really specialized stuff. Nice, Hayes. Brandon Brazier discovered that he was able to vastly improve his recovering time by going vegan. Yeah, I heard what's their name? The Diaz brothers. The Diaz brothers are pretty much vegans. I've heard there's some fighters who are vegan. There are. And they credit a lot of their fitness to that. Nick Diaz is like a triathlete. That guy is just a serious athlete. He just sounds like an idiot when he talks, but the guy is like a real serious athlete. I really like Nick Diaz. He's such a ridiculous human, yet what an athlete. If he could just stay away from the weed. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on what field you're in. It's amazing. Yammer Yager is still playing hockey. He's playing in the Czech Republic, but he's still playing hockey, and he's like 50 years old. Yammer was playing like hockey up in his 40s. He was playing at a very high level. Timu Solane, he was playing at elite level. I think a lot of that has to do with not steroids, but the hormone replacement therapy. Those guys are definitely on something. They're not like shooting steroids, but they're on something. There's also a reason why all these 40-year-old men are playing hockey at elite levels. That didn't used to happen. And that's not diet. But the thing is, I wouldn't necessarily equate professional athletes with health. Just because someone's in really good shape doesn't mean they're necessarily healthy. They're just in really good shape, but they're pushing their bodies a lot, you know? Yeah, that's the thing, Mark, is just like, so they did a study where they asked Olympic athletes if they would trade years of their life for winning the gold. And the majority of Olympic athletes said that they would take 5 to 10 years off their life if it meant winning gold. So that's the thing with professional, like they have a lot of problems. They have knee, back, hip, head injuries, you know. So it's kind of like I credit my physical well-being to the fact that I did not play competitive hockey. Everyone else was playing hockey. I did not. I played hockey, but not competitively. I just played it for fun with my friends, but I never got into it. And I credit that with having why I have good knees and stuff.
So in summary, don't do sports.
Yeah, don't do.
Build a guitar with us.
Yeah, build a guitar instead. There's repetitive stress injuries with guitar. It's lots of arthritis, back, and lung issues with guitars. So it's not a healthy alternative, despite what you may have heard.
It's a flame maple neck, huh?
Uh-oh. Yes, it's flamed. Oh, there it is. I need to save this. I dropped the neck, and this chunk chipped out. It's okay. I can fix that. I can glue that back in. No one will know. It's on the bottom. It's no problem. And it's black. See? Fits right back in perfectly. But I need to save that.
What fingerboard is that?
It's ebony.
Using the good stuff.
Yep. Well, I switched to ebony because of all the export restrictions on rosewood. So you have trouble when you export to the States, when you export rosewood. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of export restrictions.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful piece of.
Yeah, it's
ebony.
pretty. This is considered.
Wow.
This isn't even a high quality piece.
I mean,
but it's pretty
It
nice.
looks great.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll look good with that guitar. But yeah, I switched. I mostly do ebony fingerboards now on my higher end stuff. When it's fine dust, yeah, I usually mask up when it's fine dust. This stuff, when I'm carving, it's too thick to, but it's like when I'm in the other room, sanding and stuff, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably just CA that back into place. It's not too bad fixing that. Shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, so it's roughed out, and so I still need to bring it down. It needs to be brought down, like I said, about 1/2 mil. I'm going to take it down 1/4 millimeter and then bring the rest down with sandpaper. But if it's I usually just try and keep it at 21 or less. You can do it thinner than that. I don't mind that thickness. 21 is a decent thickness. I just don't. That's what Fender does. I don't like their profile. I think the thickness is fine. Some people would consider it kind of chunky, depending on how they play. But I just find that I just don't like their profile. I don't know what it is about it. There's just something I don't like about it. So again, just bringing everything down but keeping it nice and even as I do it. I could probably sand it down a little bit more. It's still a little bit chunky. See where we're at. 21.39, 21.45, 21.54. Then it starts getting thick up there. Okay, so I'm going to take the finer side of this rasp. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to clamp that back into place, and then I'm going to sand it smooth again with the 80 grit, and then I'm going to take a sanding block to even everything off. So, actually I don't need that. Okay, Nifty, we'll catch you later. So what this does is it evens out the lumps. If there's any like lumps along the neck, it evens that out. And so now what I'm going to do is take a sanding block now, a flat block, and just bring down or just kind of pull it everything into shape now by sanding it into shape rather than carving it, because like I said, there's rasp marks in the maple, and those need to be sanded out. I can't rasp out the rasp marks, so I have to do the last little bit with sandpaper. And then I kept a tiny little edge right before the fingerboard because I didn't want to change the profile or sand into the fingerboard. Now what I'm going to do is take that last little edge off with the block, because I want that edge to remain flat. Or I want it to remain, like the same taper. I don't want the taper to go in. I need that, because if you accidentally sand into your fingerboard, into the neck, and you lose that taper, you'll see it with the strings. That's why it's so precise. Like even if you sand in like a millimeter in, it can really affect the playability of the instrument. So I want to keep the taper exactly the same, but I need to round over that last little edge. Sanding, yeah. The sanding workout. I'm just going to do workout videos. I'll start streaming in Fit. There is a physicality. You don't need to be super strong, but you do need endurance. I'm going to go in with the rasp and just take that down. Perfect. There we go. I'll probably go in, it's not quite done, but I'll go in with a sandpaper on that edge as well. I'll get all the little things. Because I won't be able to gauge if the taper is correct until I get it right up to the edge of the fingerboard. But it's feeling pretty good. Nice flame in there. This isn't, it's flamed all the way through. It's not super flame, not flamier. I actually went for a more subdued flame. It's there, but it's not like the tiger stripe. You know what I mean? It's just there. It's just flamed, but it's not like excessively figured. I just wanted a little bit of flame in here. Just a little bit of figure. Sometimes you don't want excessive figure. You know what I mean? go. It's feeling pretty good. That's the nice thing about maple, because it's so it's not very porous. You can really get a feel for the neck even when it's fairly rough. Yeah, that feels good. It's still a little chunky here and there. Maybe a little flat right there. I might have to bring the whole side in. Sorry, I'm getting a scythe to mow your front yard. Man, how tall is your grass? Yeah. Get the body you deserve. I'm almost ready for my hot tub stream. I have to get in shape for my hot tub stream. That's the main thing. That's building guitars is one thing, but at the end of the day, it's like, will I look good for my hot tub stream? Okay, let's see where we're at now. Let's see where we're at. Oops. It's close. It's close. It's still too chunky right there. I can feel it. I can feel it right here. Right there. Need to bring that in. It still can be brought in a little bit there. It can be brought around a little bit. Oh, hey, Emmett. What's going on? What's going on, buddy? What is it? What is it? Hank Bud, you deserve. Oh. He's so bored in the shop. He's so bored. So bored. We're going to, luckily the days are long now, so we will have time for one more hike tonight. So I'm going to finish carving this neck, and then we head back up to the mountain. There's this pond that he really likes, jumping into this pond and running through the pond. So it's a very shallow pond. Yeah. We saw a bear the other day. Emmett had his first encounter. It wasn't really an encounter, but he saw his first bear. And he didn't do anything. He didn't even bark. He just sat down. So we were up on this high point, and there was a ravine. And he just sat there. He sat down and kept staring down this ravine. And I was like, what's going on? I went over to him. I was like, oh, there's a black bear. And the black bear saw us, and then it turned around and started leaving. And Emmett just watched. He didn't even, maybe he didn't know what it was. He just saw a black shape moving. But he didn't smell him because we were up high. But yeah, so that was Emmett's first bear encounter. He did okay. It's kind of nice being up in, yeah. So I'm up in the mountains in West Vancouver, which is actually the the British properties. It's the hoity-toity town. It's where all the rich people live up in the mountains with me and me. There's the rich people and then there's me. Half the houses are empty. They're just bought by foreign investors. There's these absolutely atrocious mansions up there. And it's like not even nice, like $10 million houses or more. They're probably more than that. They're just like terrible. Like they're just giant modern houses. Like there's nothing fancy about them. It's like the land costs $10 million and then they build the house for $500,000. And it's like just prefab sides. It just looks like a giant McMansion that they built on this $10 million property, right? It's pretty atrocious, but those are my neighbors. I want to get an Alaskan mill and blast Waylon Jennings while I'm milling wood in that neighborhood. I think it would be very funny. My neighbors would be like, who is that gentleman there milling wood? Why is he doing that in our neighborhood? Doesn't he know what we do here? Yeah, just punch it. Exactly, Beige. I've never had to punch a bear. Not yet. If a bear did attack Emmett, which is pretty rare. Black bears, yeah. Black bears are usually scared of dogs. That's the thing, is like if you are in Canada and you go in the woods and you're worried, just have a dog with you. You don't need a gun. You don't need bear spray. When I was growing up, we just always had a dog with us. Whenever me and my friends went into the woods when we were kids, just running around the woods as kids, we just always had a couple dogs. We all had dogs. And the dogs would just come with us everywhere we went. Nobody had to walk the dog. There was never like, the dog needs to go out and needs some exercise. It was like the dogs would just follow us around on our adventures. That's what I was thinking about Emmett. I was kind of frustrated the other day because I was like, man, you need a lot of, like, he takes about 3 hours out of my day now. And it's like, that's quite a bit of time. And I was like, Emmett isn't the problem. Urban lifestyle is the problem. It's like, he should just be on a farm running around, you know? I should be on a farm running around. Yeah, but black bears aren't super... Yeah, black bears aren't super aggressive. They usually... You just make noise and they run away. Grizzlies, I've never encountered a grizzly in the wild. Grizzlies are more territorial depending on the time of year, I guess. They might take that as a sign of challenge. Bear attacks are actually really rare in Canada. I rarely hear about people being attacked by bears, but it has happened. You just are in the wrong place at the wrong time, kind of thing. But black bears, I've encountered lots of black bears, and I've never had a problem with black bears. I even had a black bear in my garage this year. I told you about that. A black bear went into my garage, and the door was left open, and it got in there because it smelled the garbage. And it got in there, and then as it was rustling through the garage, it closed the door behind it and couldn't get out. And so then it ate everything it could and pooed everywhere and just lied down and went to sleep. And that's where I found it in the morning. The Way of the Jedi, yeah. Oh, that's the thing. Emmett is a herding dog. He should be running around. I grew up my dog. Yeah, he is a bear party for sure. Yeah, I've never had a problem living in the city, but it's like with a dog and things, you know, I don't know. I would rather, though I'm up in the mountains at least. I live in the mountains at least. Like, my place is on the edge, like I'm not in a suburb, I'm on the edge of a suburb. If you hike north, you are hiking towards Cypress Mountain. So I'm pretty much in as close to the woods as you could be, and still technically be in the city. So I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay as far as like living in the woods, technically living in the woods, but also living in the city at the same time. Not a simple thing to do. Oh, Jaime's playing his guitar. Jaime's jazz master Gibson jazz master. Another way to check and see how even your neck is, hold it up to the light and see how the shadow hits the curve. And you can see all your low points. Yeah, it still feels thick there. It's fine right here, and then it's like, doesn't feel as good right there. Just doesn't feel as good. Oh, hey Jaime, Tari hasn't seen your guitar yet. Tari Asu. Tari wants to see your guitar. He's coming, Tari. There we go. Yeah, just go right there. Then they can see it close up. Here it is.
Interest. Here it is.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. No, that's Cypress Mountain, Tari. Or sorry, Asis. Yeah, that's where the ski resort. So I can hike to Cypress Mountain from my house if I want to, if I just head north. But yeah, very, very nice, Jaime. The binding is, show the binding. It's like kind of an acoustic guitar kind of binding on there. Yeah, it's in focus there. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, it's very acoustic, has a lot of acoustic elements to it.
I couldn't have done this guitar without Hank's Truly, truly, thank you.
Yeah,
Hank deserves the shout out on stream. If it wasn't
but
for
it
Hank.
is my stream.
It is
I
your
can't
stream,
get a
so
shout
I'll
out.
give you the shout
You
out.
can't give me a shout out.
Couldn't have done this without Hank. So thank you very much
No
for
problem.
your guidance every step along the way.
Well,
I'm very grateful.
I'm looking forward to the Melody Maker.
That's right.
Stepping
Amen.
things up here. Yeah, it looks good. Everyone loves it and no one hates it, Jaime. Yeah, success. Just another night in the guitar shop. Yeah, so Jaime's got a bass he's going to build and a Melody Maker style guitar that he's going to do as well. So, got to get that done soon. Okay, that neck. It's still a little. It's feeling good here. I have to bring it in right there, but everything else is feeling a lot better. Let's see where we're at here. 21.3, 21.4, 21.4, 21.9. So it can still, I'm going to have to bring it down here. That's not uncommon that it gets a little bit thicker here. Is someone dissing the Jazz Master? Jaime's improved the Jazz Master. Nobody knew that that's what it needed, but that's what it needed. That's the one thing. I haven't seen a lot of highly custom Jazz Masters or Mustangs. That's like when we started doing the Freya. I was looking to see if anybody else did Mustang style guitars with like fancy tops and stuff, and you really don't. And it's the same with the Jazz Master. Everyone will make like a fancy Strat or a fancy Telly, but it's actually pretty rare. I haven't seen a lot of high-end Jazz Masters, except for the ones that Trevor builds. You guys probably haven't seen Trevor's builds because he hasn't been in the shop in a long time. But Trevor really likes Jazz Masters. He did a really nice one. Yeah, the offset body does look nice. It looks really good. I was really I was happy to see that the 3x3 headstock didn't look weird with the offset body. It looks very very retro. When I look at that guitar, it looks like very 1950s to me. Maybe it's the gold foils, but it just looks very retro. Yeah.
Just for the people.
Yeah.
Look at that headstock.
Yeah, it's a very acoustic looking headstock. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just like it did work with the body though. So here, give me the guitar. It's a guitar. But yeah, it actually works really well with that headstock. Again, I don't want to make it sound like a backhanded compliment to be like, oh, I'm surprised it turned out so well. Like, I don't mean it like that. I just mean like I didn't expect that shape to work with that type of headstock, but it does. It totally does.
3 plus 3.
I wonder if it's also the because it has a spruce top, so it has like these acoustic vibes, you know, because of the spruce and then the binding. It just has it. Yeah, it has like kind of like you know, the acoustic feel to it, but then it has, I don't know. It's just like it has a lot going on. You took a lot of different elements and put them together into like, yeah, it's interesting hybrid, but it's not just like you didn't just take a Gibson and be like, I'm going to mash it into a Jazzmaster, because like I said, you also did the binding on it and that spruce top, and then you matched the spruce top to the headstock, which is kind of unique. So yes, it's a semi-hollow with the mahogany body. He was kind of doing kind of an acoustasonic thing with it as well. So there was just a lot going on. There was a lot. It was a concept piece. Jaime had an idea, and he executed the idea. And then we were sitting around last night talking about what was learned from it. One of the things is because it's a semi-hollow and not a full hollow body, it sounds like a semi-hollow. It doesn't sound like an acoustic. It doesn't have those acoustic properties, because even though it is a softwood top, it is glued down. There's just chambers. So it didn't quite have, I thought it would have more of an acoustic sound to it. Maybe like if it was like a full hollow body, it probably would. But anyway, so it's kind of interesting in that, but it sounds like a really nice semi-hollow. It's a really nice semi-hollow. So it did work as an instrument. It's just like one of those things. It's like, oh, that's an interesting experiment. So
if I may add a little detail weight-wise.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I had a 4-hour band practice last night.
Yeah.
And even with my SG, that's pretty light.
Yeah.
By the end of 4 hours, my shoulder's hurting. And with this guy, maybe it was the excitement.
Yeah.
I don't know. But by the end of the 4th hour, I was fine. I was like, hey.
Yeah. It is pretty light.
good.
Here, let me feel it again. You have a real thin neck on it as well. Yeah, I would say that's, maybe 4 or 5 pounds, which is a very, very light. A lot of guitars, a light guitar is like 6 pounds. Mine are usually coming in around 6 pounds. This is lighter than mine. So probably, again, that spruce top, the chambered mahogany. Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Should take him on as apprentice. I'll put him to work. He's not ready to sand yet. Sure, he can build a guitar, but I don't know if he can sand. He'll have to build a few more guitars before I bring him on to sand anything. And then that's all he will do. I think he'll do better on his own. Yeah, I think it would be you could do surf rock on that thing for sure. It's a Jazzmaster trem, yeah, with gold foil P90s. Oh, he took the arm out. I think I don't know if the trem is set up yet. The wiggle stick, I don't think he set up the trem yet. It's just bolted down right now. Sanding endurance, yeah, it's like, sure, he can sand, but can he sand for 4 hours straight? Yeah. But it's a good start. to his plans. He's got some more things that he wants to do. So we'll be seeing more of Jaime's stuff soon enough. Soon. He's got some grounding issues. I can hear some grounding issues. Let's see where I'm at now. 21.25, 21.43, 21.39, 21.39, 21.62. Okay. It's getting there. It's getting there for sure. Yeah, you're grounded. We all got grounding issues. Yeah, free labor. Well, actually, that's true. No, so Jaime went to a guitar school out here on the island called Summit. And so he built a guitar before, and he wanted to get back into it. So he rented a bench in the shop, and we've been kind of just helping him get what he needs to get back into it. And so he's kind of just jumped back in, but he has built a guitar before. And so he has kind of some plans that he's trying to get out. Yeah, we're just kind of facilitating that. But it is true. Most luthiers operate on the unpaid labor of interns. Yeah, Luke, I got some plans. A guy wanted some plans of a 1963 Jaguar, like a vintage Jaguar, and I was looking at it, and I was just like, man. And I asked him, I was like, why are you building this thing to vintage specs? Like, why not make it like modern? And he was like, no, I have to make it these vintage specs. I'm like, it's needlessly complicated, all that hardware in there. But you know, to each his own, you know. I gave him his templates and sent him on his way. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong. Like, if you want to do a vintage spec, you know, do it. It's all good. I'm not going to tell anybody how to party, but it's kind of like, I would recommend taking old shape like a Jazzmaster or a Jaguar or something like that, and just making it modern. Like, you can still have the shape, but you can put modern hardware into it, you know? Luke, did you see the finished Candy Apple Red Jazzmaster that Meredith finished? She finished it last week. I didn't get a chance to stream with it, but the guy was really happy with it, and it looked really nice. Nice glossy Candy Apple Red. Meredith was able to match the color really well. Get a plank stretcher. Simon the fisherman. Yeah, Simon. I helped Simon move into his new shop. Haven't heard from him since, but I did help him move into his new shop a couple weeks ago. We'll see Simon again for sure. Maybe Tari. Maybe it's something you should try. We'll try a challenge, a guitar build challenge, where you can only use rocks, and as your tools. Okay, Hayes, we'll catch you again. You have a good night, morning. Yeah, it turned out really good. So how Meredith was able to get that Candy Apple Red, she was saying there's two kind of different base coats you can do. You can use kind of a metallic silver, or you can use a metallic red. Each will get you kind of a different kind of red. She used a metallic gold as the base color because the red is translucent. We were talking, me and Tari were talking about that before, where Tari was saying if you want like Snow White, you have to have like blue underneath the white. And so to get the Candy Apple Red that Mare wanted, that vintage Candy Apple Red, it was actually yellow underneath. It was like gold, metallic gold underneath the red. And it matched perfectly. It looked really good. Yeah, Simon started his own shop, and he is going to be putting out some guitars soon. He just finished a really nice build. He wants to do a couple more this year, but Simon is going to make a go as a luthier. He's going to start selling his guitars. So we'll see more of Simon. I'll probably, if we ever do guitar shows, we'll probably go to guitar shows together and stuff like that. So yeah, we haven't seen the last of Simon. I'm going to have to check that out, Luke. I'm not familiar with the Johnny Marr signature model. I'll have to take a look. But there is, like, it can be updated. Like, it's a great idea to do something like that. Don't put complementary colors on top of each other. Okay. Yeah, Meredith did it right. Yeah, the guy was very happy, even though, like I was saying, Luke, like that was the one that was horribly refinished. It was still a 1963 Jazzmaster with the original hardware. So the guy was very happy because even though it's not the original paint, at least it's a very good paint job. So he was able to get value back into the instrument. So he's very happy with that, and he's playing it. And that's another thing is he doesn't care. He's going to relic it eventually. So he got it. It's still too fresh to relic yet. So he might relic it in the future or might just keep it. We'll see. Blue on orange won't turn out well. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Yeah. So basically, with the with Fender, they just do guitar or car finishes. all the vintage Fender stuff, or even modern, like it's car finishes. Because why would they do a different process? So yeah, whatever they were doing for cars, that's why like the 1950s and 60s guitars, like chrome and bright, colorful finishes, like they just look exactly like the cars of the time, you know. Someday, Luke, someday. The dude is very happy with it, very, very happy with it. So I don't know if he's going to sell it or what he's going to do with it, but it needed something. So Meredith was able to get something out of it. Also, Meredith has decided, due to reasons, but she's not doing Fender. She's not going to Fender, but she's going somewhere else. I don't know if she announced it yet, but Meredith is going to be a master builder, but it is not going to be with Fender, but it is going to be with another reputable company. She was in talks with Fender and some other companies. So I don't know if she announced it. Maybe she did. I know she said the other day she was alluding to it. I can't say anything until she says something. So I want to make sure she's confirmed first before I can start talking about it. But she is going to be a master builder. She will be heading down to California in January, so she'll still be around for another 6 months. So things are changing. Simon left. Meredith will be leaving. At least I still have Jaime. It'll just be me and Jaime. Oh, that makes sense, Luke. Yeah. Yeah, some of those colors. That's the big thing with like if you guys follow Cower guitars, that's his thing, is doing like hot rod finishes on these like kind of rockabilly style guitars. They look really good. But that's his jam if you're into like those kind of hot rod finishes. National guitars were painted in car colors. Tell her to say hi to Paul. I will. She'll be working with some very big artists. Like I said, I can't say who yet, but I will be able to tell you who she's going to be working with soon, or who the master shop that she's working with. But they are some very, very big, influential bands. So that's cool. So Simon's doing his thing. Meredith has some opportunities she's going to explore. Will, I'm talking to Will. We'll find out how Will's going to party. Will hasn't figured his stuff out yet. But he's got options, many options. Yeah, I like Gretsch as well. Gretsch has some really nice finishes. I would never buy a sparkly guitar, but I can appreciate a sparkly guitar. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to say I'll never do a sparkly guitar, because like next week I'll be like, okay guys, looks like I'm doing a sparkly guitar. That always happens. I say I don't do something, and then I'm doing it. Then I'm doing it. You guys all saw it. It's like, oh, I don't do painted guitars. Boom, the paint guitar. Oh, I don't do bright and shiny guitars. I'm doing a bright and shiny guitar. So it's like I won't say it. I won't be like, oh, I never do sparkly. I'll never do sparkly. Though Tari, I will be doing a fancy maple dyed top at some point, sometime soon. Very PRS-y. Possibly green. Not blue, I'm sorry. But I might be doing a Roya in flamed or figured maple and probably a forest green. Yeah, I'll have to do it. Yeah, I prefer the natural wood, but then that's what my big river is for, and that's what I was saying earlier, is just like, I get my ideas out in this guitar. This guitar, when I do these guitars, it's natural wood. And that's what I like, But when I do a Roya, when I do one of these, it's like it's more experimental. So these are my ideas. These are also my ideas. It's just these are more experimental. But this is what I consider a guitar. I have to do one more coat on this, but you can see I already got a satin finish on there. So this one should be done soon. Yeah, lots of changes. We're still going to be doing a lot of work for the next. We still have a lot of Freyas to build. That's another thing, is before Meredith takes the new job, we have to finish all these Freyas. So we got a lot of work to do. Oh, and that's your favorite one, Mark? That one should be done soon. I'm just waiting for a few things. So I got everything figured out. I'm just waiting on a few things. My water slide decals should be here soon. I can finish the head plate. Everything, all the hardware's in except for one more piece of the puzzle. But everything else is all good to go. So it's we're getting there. We're getting there for sure. Yeah, that one is crazy. That thing, I posted that on TikTok. And so I didn't really do a lot of TikTok stuff. And And then I posted that thing, and it got like 7,000 plays, and I got like 100 new followers. And I was like, oh man, I should do more stuff on TikTok because I've been getting way more interest on stuff I'm posting on that than Instagram. I'm still going to post things on Instagram. It's just like I'm getting way bigger growth and reception on TikTok. So that's kind of cool. So people really like that guitar. There was a lot of interest in that Burl guitar. Yeah. Yeah. It's you know what Eulodinin is that it's like it's just personal preference, you know? And that's why like I get, like I was saying, with the walnut guitar, I do my guitar, my vision. That's great. I can also do a painted guitar for someone if they want it. I don't have to just do what I consider good all, you know, like, or my personal preference is all the time, you know? It doesn't have to be what I think all the time. Terry, what's going on? Emmett is just chilling right there. What are you chewing on? What did you get? Oh, he's so bored. Don't worry. We'll go out one more time. If I could find another top like that, there is one more top like that. It was very expensive. That's one of the biggest problems. What I'm hoping with this guitar is that I'll get commissioned to make another one. This one was very, very expensive and very time consuming to make. So it's kind of like I would love to be making these guitars every week. Unfortunately, I can't unless somebody's buying them. So hopefully what I want to do is have this as a showpiece, and hopefully I'll get commissioned for some more. That would be ideal, and then I can make a ton more. I can get more tops like this. Not exact. This one is exceptional. This was the cream of the crop. There's another one similar to this, but this is definitely the best one. So it's kind of like this. That's what's great when you have tops like this, is this piece is so unique. This guitar is a one of a kind. It's not radically different from, like, you know, it's still a guitar, but there's something about it. It is a unique piece because of the wood. And I think that's one of the appeals. So talking about wood, we're talking about paint jobs and wood and things like that. With the wood, you get such a unique piece. And I think some people that attracts them to the guitar is when it's like a fingerprint. Sure, there's other Burl tops, but there's no Burl top exactly like this one. This is the only one in the world. So it gives it kind of a very unique kind of place, you know, as a guitar, you know. So that's how I feel about this one. And it is a very unique guitar, and it is going to be a very, it's going to be really nice. It is really nice already, but when it's done, it's going to be an exceptional piece. Hopefully somebody buys it. Hopefully. We will see. Times that by 1,000, Tari. I need 1,000 I need you to multiply that number by 1,000. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mark. Is that it's those Royas are art pieces, and I want to approach them like art pieces. Did you get where did you get that? Emmett got a marker. Give me a second. What did you get here? Did you get a pen? There.
Is it destroyed?
Yeah. You can't tell, but he's. Hey. Oh. His lips are already black, so you can't tell if he got ink in them. Oh, now I have black ink on my hands. I can't work on my neck anymore. Emmett just getting into trouble. Just getting into trouble. Yeah, the headstock, everything it's a unique piece. It's a unique piece. But it's pricey, you know? So it's like, I would really like to be producing more stuff like that, but it's really tough when you're building it on spec. But I had to do it because I just wanted to show that I could make a guitar like that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes over at the end of the month.
Showing them haters.
Hey, Spike, how are you doing? How was dinner, Spike? How's your wife doing? Yeah, exactly. I like unique pieces. I have another idea for some more inlay art pieces. I don't know if I'll get to them before the end of the month. It's already, what is it, the 9th? I might be able to pull something off. But I'm kind of trying to get a lot done right now. I got a lot on my plate. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying if I seem tired or agitated, it's just because I'm trying to get it all done and not make mistakes while I'm doing it. It's the 10th today. So I got 2 weeks. I don't think I can finish what I don't think I have time for one more guitar. Maybe. Just bang something off in a week. Probably not. I'll just focus on these ones. I'll probably have these ones done next week. And then we'll see. We'll see where I'm at. See where I'm at. It kind of sucks when you're waiting for parts to come in. But whatever. I was also thinking that I could just do, no, I'm probably going to do one more. These things, if I finish the neck tomorrow, I can have that thing assembled next week. Same with the other one. I can have them both done next week and I can start something else because it's just wiring. I have to spray that. I might be able to pull it off. Pull off a big win. Pull off one more big win. I still have to do the poster this weekend. Actually, that's another thing I'm doing. So we're calling the event on Friday Freya Days after the guitar, but also Freya is the Norse goddess. And she rides a chariot pulled by cats. So Meredith was like, I need a poster for this event. So that's what I have to do this weekend is draw a poster of Freya with a chariot of cats playing the guitar. That's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be doing on Sunday. So I won't be. I'll just be taking it easy and drawing on Sunday. Not in the shop. Sunday's the only day I'm not in the shop. So I'm here 6 days a week usually, but I don't come in on Sunday. I have to give one day where I don't. What's he getting into? He's bored. Emmett's like, if it's just like a bag or something, he can just tear that up. Yeah, he's all good. Okay, he's fine. Oh, okay. Anyway, a lot of stuff on the go. But I do want to do a nice poster. It should be good. I'm going to stylize it a little bit. I haven't fully flushed out the idea yet. Oh, Meredith has already paid me to do the drawing. No, I'm going to do it. I want to do it. It'll be fun. I've wanted to do some promo stuff like this. Like you guys saw all of the promo stuff that I did for my guitars. So it'll be good to do this for the Freyas as well. That's one of the things. Since I started building guitars, I haven't had much time for my art. So it is nice. I like these opportunities to do a bit of visual art. I should also, another thing. Yeah, I am the designated artist. I gotta deliver. Yeah. I already took the money. I've done a lot of, if you guys have seen it, I'll put it on here. I did a drawing of Meredith way back in the day. It's on my Instagram. Maybe some of you guys have seen it. I think it's still on there. Yeah. Yeah, I did this drawing of Meredith way back in the day when we first met, and she was working on a ukulele in her shop way back when. So she was using this drawing for a lot of stuff, but that's an old one. So I always like to do some art for her and the guitars and things. It's fun. Do some t-shirts. I carved an entire neck. Raj, look at this. I carved an entire neck while you were gone. I got things done. How are you doing tonight, Raj? Anyway. Yeah, so I always like doing some artwork for Meredith. That's one thing. We never got to do all the projects that we talked about. Overworked and underpaid. I hear you, man. Now that Meredith is leaving, it's kind of ending a chapter in my life. Me and Meredith have been very, very close for a very long time. Been friends for a very long time. And we had a lot of projects that we were going to do. Some of the things we did, some of the things we didn't. So now it's kind of like winding down. So it's kind of, it is what it is. It's just over, or it's not over. It's just like our time together is coming to an end, and we've been hanging out and doing art and things for about 10 years now. I think we met in 2012. So when I came to the shop here, I thought I was going to be doing... I didn't expect to be getting into guitars. Meredith had been trying for years to get me to build guitars, and I refused. I wanted to do like woodblock art. I wanted to do... I knew I was going to be doing some woodworking and some art, but I didn't really expect to be building guitars. So when everything is finalized and Meredith makes her announcements on what's going on with her, I'm going to bring her on to the podcast, and you guys can just hear us kind of give you all the details if anybody's interested in kind of what's been going on kind of behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff that I can't really talk about, and a lot of things we don't really talk about that's been going on, and it'll be kind of like a good kind of retrospect of the last 10 years. So what a crazy 10 years. It would make a good movie. It would make a good movie. Man, that sucks, Raj. You ever think about becoming a guitar builder? Look at me. I'm 39. I feel great. Except I don't. I think I'm probably going to look pretty haggard by the end of this. Yeah, there's always that. You could be one of the best, Raj. That's the thing with guitar building. Actually, I think, or a DJ, I think a lot of people could be a really great guitar builder. I think a lot of people could be really great at a lot of things, but life has other plans. And it's kind of like there's dreams about what a thing is, and then there's the reality of it, you know? And it's kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes the two, the dream and the reality, just don't really meet. And it's hard to find that middle ground, you know? That's what Jaime and I are figuring out is how to make the dream of being guitar builders a sustainable reality. It is a very nice dream, and it seems to work in your head on how to be a good how to be a guitar builder. But then reality is a different beast, and there's a lot of other factors that have nothing to do with building a guitar. So both of us can build a guitar. Now it's the other things that have to be figured out. What have you got there?
I think just shielded the
You shielded the nice.
covers. I don't really want to mess with the electronics.
Yeah, fair enough. Doing
I
yeah,
need to do some research.
yeah. Yeah, Mark, it's been a really crazy 2 years. It was a crazy 2 years before that. It was a crazy 2 years. Like, that's the thing. The 10 years I've known Meredith have been pretty insane, pretty chaotic, weird, crazy artist stories. I may write it down someday. I may write it. I may write the story one day about it. Did you know she almost died twice while we were building the shop? Like, things like that. Like, it's just, like there's been a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. So we'll get into the things. We'll get into the things. Megan, what's going on? Texan Space Agency, how is your plasma cutter? DJ Rockin' Raj's guitars would have AI and machine learning. They would play themselves. They would fix every time you play it wrong, it would play it right. Yeah, we built this shop about 4 years ago. I'll get into the full story when we do the podcast. But yeah, it's been a long weird road, and it's coming to an end. Yeah, I'll have Meredith on soon, Megan, and it seems like now that it's been finalized with her job and stuff, it's like things are we can now kind of look back on everything and just be like, whoa, what a weird ride, you know? It's all kind of, it's kind of done until the next time. But we'll see. Yeah. It is an interesting story. Very interesting story. Like, that's the thing, behind the scenes, a lot of I don't even know how much stuff I could really talk about, honestly, because there's a lot of crazy stuff. A lot of things that make some people look not good. Things you wouldn't necessarily want to talk publicly about with like relationships and business and things like that. So I won't get into everything, but seriously, if I told you guys everything that went on, it would just be like, that's insane, Hank. How do you live? How do you love? And I'll be like, not very well. Yeah. Avenging Pineapple, what's going on? Oh, people are leaving the shop. The person who started the shop, she's going to be leaving. We'll see in 6 months where we're at. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know exactly what is going to happen in 6 months, but things are not going to be the same in 6 months. That's all I know. So, yeah. That's why I'm trying to get as much of my stuff done as possible. So, sorry, Avenging Pineapple, the wooden tuba got delayed due to circumstance. Very, very excruciating. What's the term? What kind of circumstance? Extreme circumstances? Yeah. Yeah, falling apart. Well, I feel like, yeah, it feels like things are, I wouldn't say falling apart, but it's just kind of crunch time right now. And now, what it feels like, here's the thing. Okay. I've been kind of in a support role here in the shop with Meredith and Will. So it's kind of like a lot of the things that I've been doing has been to support the shop and to support Coloma Guitars, right? And now that I'm doing my own thing, it's like I'm really good in a support role. I'm really good at helping people, figuring out problems, other people's problems, and kind of helping a leader do their thing and kind of facilitating things. That I always find myself as like the right-hand guy. I'm the right-hand man. I take care of business, but I'm not handling the business myself. So it's also kind of transitioning me into where it's my business and it's my vision, and I have to figure out how to make this thing work. So that's what's happening with Meredith leaving. That's what's going to happen with me. Is it's like it's my show now, and so it's like, yeah, which is kind of a little bit different. I've collaborated a lot with other people, like when I've done art and stuff. A lot of it was working with others and collaboration, whereas this is kind of my own vision and my own thing. So it's a little bit daunting, but so I got to figure it all out. Extenuating circumstance. That's it. Yeah, extenuating circumstance. Avenging Pineapple will never give up hope. You never give up hope, Avenging Pineapple. Every few weeks you pop in and you're like, where's the wooden tuba? And you're never dissuaded. You always believe in me, and you've never given up believing in me that one day I'll make a wooden tuba. You're one of the most consistent people I know. Yeah, merely on hold. The Hank Show. It is the Hank Show. Well, that's when I started streaming. It was like I was doing my own thing. I was doing my own guitars. I wasn't. I was just doing it myself and taking the lead on it. And so it was different. It was a little bit different than what I was doing in the shop. For the previous 2 years, I was working for Coloma Guitars. I was setting up the shop, and I was just helping keep the insanity at bay. So Meredith and Will own the shop. So they own it. I was brought in to help build it, and then I stayed on as kind of the shop manager because I was just here every day. So yeah, it's just kind of, we still haven't renewed the lease. So that's being negotiated right now. The shop is going to stay here. I just don't know what it's going to be. That's it. We just don't know. None of the details are finalized. We just know now Meredith is leaving for sure in 6 months. I don't know the status of our lease, whether we have another 5 years on this place or not. I don't know who's going to be here. So it's kind of like, I can always move in with Simon. So there's that. Brig, how are you doing? Oh, nice. That's good to hear, Brig. I'm happy for your friend. Things do work out. Yeah, wonderful. What are you doing?
Cutting some wood.
Okay.
What we do in the wood shop.
Well, we'll find out. The lease is up. Like, I don't have any details on the space yet. So, like, that's the next thing. So, I'll figure that stuff out. All that stuff is going to be figured out this summer. So, I can't really talk too much about it. It's just like, I honestly just don't know where I'm going to be in 6 months. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like, yeah, it's a lot going on. But there's always a lot going on. So that's why I'm so focused on just getting my guitars done now, because it's like we'll see where we're at. I don't know. I just don't know. But we will see. Things always work out. Oh wow, that's a powerful experience, Brig. See, things work out. Sometimes things work out. So if there's one thing that we can learn from Brig's experience is that it's like, yeah, sometimes it doesn't, like, it seems bad, but, good things can happen. And it's like, oh, you can pull through. You can pull through in the end. So it's, my struggles pale in comparison to that. So it's like, I'll figure it out. Yeah, it's like so many unknowns, space agency, so many unknowns right now. So it's kind of like it's really hard to make plans. So slowly the information is coming in. We have a date now when Meredith is going. So we have a timeline. So it's like, okay, 6 months, right? What are we going to do now? So it's kind of like that's the only information that is concrete right now. We haven't renewed the lease yet. That's not my business. That's Will's business. So it's like, things like that. Like, I don't handle the business side of things, right? So we will see. Change is happening. No, they own the business. They own the business, the Wood Lab. So the business is called Pacific Wood Lab, and the Wood Lab owns the lease to the shop. We don't own the building. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Well, Luke, I'm that's why I'm getting in shape. I got to get my hot tub stream going. Everybody will be like, we hate We hate to see Hank demean himself like this, but we know it's for a good cause. So, he does what he has to do. Yeah. Yeah, I think things will work out, Leslie. It's a crunch time right now. It's just one of those times where it's like, it would just really suck to put in all this work and then it just kind of fizzle out, right? So it's kind of like that's the situation, It would just really suck to fail right now. That's how I feel. It's like, man, would it suck to fail after doing this for so long. So it's kind of, yeah, I can't fail. Avenging Pineapple needs something to believe in. The hot tub time machine. Yeah, who knew? I just had to become a hot tub streamer. 2 drunk rednecks in a cattle tank playing checkers. You got everything but a worthy opponent. I'll get on the next flight to Texas. I can play checkers. I don't know. I think checkers is definitely a psychological game, When you're in a hot tub together, it takes it to a whole new level. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A hurdle, not a brick wall. I don't think so. It was bound to happen. It's just like, I've done a lot in 2 years. But it just feels like I haven't done enough. And it's like I've done everything I could to move myself into position, but it feels like I haven't done enough. That's why I'm kind of like stepping things up and going insane with like my builds, just to be like, here's a crazy build, because I can, even though it's like, yeah, it's just, I've had to accelerate what should have taken 4 years. I'm trying to do it in 2. That's the problem. That's what it feels like. It just feels like I'm trying to do everything in half the time. I'll keep hurdling. You're just stuck in the hot tub. I'll never leave the hot tub. I'll just live in the hot tub. Who needs a shop when I can live in a hot tub? No, because I'm not a child. Yeah, everybody's playing chess now and being all hoity-toity. It's like, oh, I play chess. It's time to bring back the checkers. It's called hustle for a reason. Yeah. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you what's up. This is what's up. There's a lot going on. I know I've been very tired. I feel like my streams have been very low energy, though. And that's unfortunate. Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. No, but somebody recommended that book to me. I think somebody might have even given me that book. That sounds really familiar. But I haven't picked up any of the habits. A subathon fundraiser. We need some flamethrowers. How do you get flamethrowers across the border? Steam in the wood, yeah. I can just bend sides. Yeah, it's tough, but I feel like I'm also in good form to handle it. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, space agency. That's one thing that's kind of weird about when you do everything live. It's like I feel kind of accountable, you know, like it's like, oh man, there's all these people in the world who, you know, are like watching me, you know. I gotta succeed. I gotta succeed. I gotta pull off the big win. I think that's another thing is it's not really like I need a big thing to happen. It's more of like I just need to get it stable. I need to stabilize things. I don't need to be like, oh, I'm a huge famous luthier and I'm selling, you know, $20,000 guitars. I just need to get into a point where my life stabilizes. It's been very unstable for the last 4 years. And I didn't really take a moment to like look back and see how crazy it was. That's why I mean, like, me and Meredith have been living like a real crazy life for a while. And it's got to stabilize. She's trying to stabilize her life and just have a regular job and get healthy. Luckily, I have my health, so I never sacrificed my health, which was good. So it's like I am healthy and I'm fully capable of supporting myself. You know, so it's I'm not actually, I have my health, and if you have your health, that's a big thing, you know. The time management, yes, time management is super important. Yeah, it's true. Having a community of people, like for inspiration, it's really nice not to be creating in a bubble. Like it's tough when you're just doing things solitary. It's way nicer to be sharing your experiences and your successes with your friends, like who kind of understand the struggle, like especially when there's like other makers, especially other builders, guitar builders in our community. They know how hard it is to build a guitar. And, you know, like when somebody finishes a guitar, it's like, good job, man. Like, that's awesome, because it's not an easy thing to do, you know, and everybody sees the work that's put in. So it's just kind of like, it changes what success is when it's like success is finishing the project, rather than, it's not about getting accolades from your peers, though it's always nice to have support, but just getting it done and just being satisfied. It's like, yeah, I got that thing done, you know? And then everything else is kind of bonus. There's no promotion. No promotion. Get back to sanding. Get back to sanding, Jaime. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to look great in a hot tub, Texan. You're going to look great in a hot tub. Nothing matters. Yeah, without your health. And that's the thing that Meredith has been struggling with. Like I said, she almost died twice with her health problems. And that's been going on in the background. And this has been going on for a while. And it's really crazy. So it's kind of, I saw firsthand what happens when you're not healthy. The slow decline, the decline of what you're able to do when you're not in peak form. Yeah, Mark, post it. I'll read it and internalize the knowledge. Yeah. Well, you got to use your time. You know? Oh, man. Tell Patriot I say hi as well, and I'm glad he's having a good time. That sounds amazing. Rage. How are you doing, Rage? Who will sand the Sanders? Well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to get into too much of it. Like literally I could I will write it. I will write the story someday. I'll write the story down. The full story. We'll get the full story someday. Maybe some of it. Maybe not all of it. But it is so crazy. It is so crazy. You guys have no idea. It's like, it's so insane. Abby's birthday dinner. Nice. Congratulations to Abby. Happy birthday, Abby. Papa Dookie, how are you doing? You cleaning up your workshop? My workshop is a mess. I always... Yeah. What have you found? Unplugged in the hot tub? Yeah, only unplugged. Just some... Actually, you know what? So, Frugal Fixer made a plastic... it'd still be hard to plug it in. He made a plastic telly body the other night. A clutch of chicken eggs? That is crazy. Who's laying eggs in your shop? I wish I had 120 eggs in my shop. Okay. Okay, Brig. We'll catch you later. Papa Dookie's not doing a damn thing. Well, you just keep partying, man. Okay, Megan, you have a good night. Oh, can you see your puppy? Okay. Emmett, come here. Come here. Let me get you a treat. Come here, Emmett. Come here. Come here. Come here. Megan wants to see you. Emmett. Come here. Come here. Come here, Emmett. Come here. Come here. Okay. Do you want a treat? There he is. There he is. Look at this. Megan. his snout. Look at how his snout has changed. It has a little bump now. It's not perfectly, remember when his snout was like perfectly curved? Now he has like a dog snout. Oh. Here. See, look at his snout. I'm sorry, I missed a bunch of chat there. Wait, what's going on here? What's going on? Everybody's posting things and I can't keep up. Oh, you didn't say you were going. Sorry, I'm missing things. I missed things. I missed a lot of things. You guys are just going to have to... He looks like an adult dog. Yeah, he feels like he's almost full grown now. He barks like a full grown dog now, which is kind of annoying. A Warwick mahogany body with a tiger maple top. Nice. What do you do with it? You play it. Just the body? You make a metal neck. Being that shaggy, he's not too bad. I'm actually surprised he's not covered in dust. When I pet him, there's not dust everywhere. He mostly stays in the other room. So we have different compartments in this room. So like this is like the tool, like our benches. Most of the dust and everything is in the other room. All the machines and dust is in the other room. Okay, Megan, you have a good night. Rage, I missed it. I missed it, Rage. Just a body, no hardware, nothing. Let me see. Ooh. So, Rage, you bought that piece of wood there? Oh. Rage Jr. There's Rage Jr. there. So, Rage, did you buy that? Yeah, did you purchase it? Okay. Okay, here, I'll load it in so we can all look. So is that... What kind of wood is that? Okay. Okay. Here we go. There we go. There's the Eye of Sauron. Yeah, send it to Asus. Claro Walnut. It looks like the Eye of Sauron. Wow. It totally looks like the Eye of Sauron.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's the eye. Clara, Rage just got this. Rage is a maniac.
Holy mullet.
Yeah, that's Clara Walnut. It looks insane with a hat on.
I can almost see the eye like.
Yeah, it's like. What are you going to do with it, Rage? What are you going to do with that nice piece of wood? Why does Rage have all the nice wood?
What is that?
That's a guitar top.
But like what?
Clara Walnut from Northern California
Goodness gracious.
or Oregon. What are you going to do with that? It looks feminine. All wood looks like that. Burn it. Rage is going to burn it. That's what he's going to do with it. Just burn it. Burn it all down. Yeah. The other way around, it's an alien standing up. Oh, yeah. 9 guitars for the kings of men, and 1 guitar to rule them all. That's a crazy piece. Oh, yeah. It's a Rorschach test as well. Yeah. What do you see? 3 guitars for the elves. And in the darkness, bind them. Rage will bind them. Flip it 180 degrees. I'll see if I can flip it. I don't know if I can flip it. Oh yeah, I can. I think I can do it this way. See if that, yeah. Did that flip it? No, I just flipped it the other way. It didn't. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There is the other way. Which do you prefer? Yeah. It's a cool looking guitar. Too bad it's your parents fighting. All wood looks like that, Raj. All wood looks like that. That's a good idea, Rage. You can select your top. Tell me what you No, it's not. Everybody's going to love that guitar. All wood tops look like that. You guys just don't see the beauty in it. Megan will hate it. Megan left. Which way? That way? Or this way? Which do you prefer? I think the lighter yellow should be on the bottom. I think it should go this way. Actually, there's more figure on the other side. This is really tough. Really tough. Don't worry, Space Agency. The pickups and bridge will cover up the nasty bits. No. You guys, Rage, you know what else you need to do? You know what you need to do, Rage? Is you post that picture of the guitar, but then also cut out your guitar shape and put it on there. Because people need to see, like when you see a piece of wood, it's like, oh yeah, that's a beautiful piece of wood, right? But you can't see that there's what the guitar is going to look like. So you need to have something like this and take a picture or just put the cutout over top so people can see what the wood will look like with the guitar shape. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they can choose the shape. That's really cool. So they can choose the silhouette, like the cutout shape, and they can be like that piece of wood with that shape. That's a really good idea for selecting the body wood. I back that idea. Oh, puppy. Emmett wants to party. Well, looks like you have your first buyer there, Rage. Looks like Space Agency wants his custom guitar to his specs.
How much would a top like that cost? Rage doesn't mind sharing.
Rage, do you feel like sharing how much that top cost? Jaime's curious.
Just to know, so if I want to make a guitar of that level one day, I know how much I need to buy.
It was probably like 150, I would say.
How thick is it?
It's a 1/4 inch thick.
Wow. Okay. That's
Yeah.
actually not too terrible.
Yeah, I can't tell Emmett how to party. Almost 200, yeah. And that's a really good, I've seen tops like that go for like 400. I've seen them
That's
go
what
for
I was
more.
thinking.
Yeah. Like that's the thing is, that one cost over 100.
For the Eye of Sauron?
This one cost about, it was less than 200. It was about 150, this top. Oh, Emmett just hit the camera. He does want to party. So when you start getting into like premium tops, sometimes you can luck out and get them cheap. But the problem is back in the day, people didn't value this wood. They just thought it was garbage. And so you could get tops like this really cheap. Now people know that there's value in these figured woods. And so it's still,
Oh, it's.
yeah.
What did you apply?
I put water locks on it. So that's one of the problems. Sometimes people are charging way too much. They think it's more valuable than it is. But to get a decent top, you have to spend about $100 nowadays. And if you're Rage, you just find great deals. Oh, okay. Here, let me. There's the top. Yeah, exactly, Papa Dookie. People just thought this was garbage wood. Uh, like you couldn't do anything with it. It was probably tons of this wood was just thrown out. Yeah. The angry face. It will look different on a guitar. It'll look different on a guitar. You guys just don't understand. Yeah, I think resin was definitely a game changer with a lot of that wood, like burls and things. Definitely changed a lot. Put cheeks on it. It's Rage's thing. You can that thing. So the center of the guitar is usually covered with pickups and your bridge. So the center of the guitar is usually not, like you won't really see the center of it. You'll just see figure in there. You know what I mean? Oh, you didn't get, check out this one. This is a piece of Makassar ebony. Check out this piece of ebony. This is insane. I think your wife will prefer this one, Space Agency. What do you feel about this one? This is Makassar ebony. I don't know how it is that it got like that. Yeah. Yeah. How much was this top going for, Rage? That is a crazy... That looks so crazy weird. So crazy weird. It looks like a drawing. It looks like an illustration, a weird illustration. Yeah. Yeah, like that's the thing is like you could just put that on your wall as a piece of art. Yeah. Like you wouldn't even have to make a guitar out of that. You could just put that anywhere. It looks like resin, yeah. You saved it for Barlow. 500? Whew. Yeah. Yeah, this stuff is, it can get pricey. It looks like stained glass. Yeah, it's crazy. That is a crazy $500. Yeah. So just imagine how much the guitar would cost if the top was $500. Anyway. DJ Rock and Raj prefers the other one. So, let's see. You guys, I think I'm going to shut down, but before we go, we're going to raid into Frugal Fixer. Frugal Fixer is a guitar builder who just started out. He had his first stream just last week, And he's got some interesting stuff going on in his shop. So let's check out Spike is the name he goes by. So you guys have a great weekend. And I'll see you again next or on Monday. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't know if I'll do a podcast tomorrow. I think I have to do it as a bi-weekly thing. I just wasn't able to keep it up as a weekly thing. So I'll do it every other week. So there won't be a podcast this Saturday. But anyway, let's check out Spike. It's good chatting with you, Mark, Texan, Leslie, Rage, Terry, Brig, Gatalogic, DJ Rock and Raj, all you guys, you're great. It's great chatting with you. Luke, you have a good night. Everybody. Thank you, Space Agency. I appreciate that. Let's check out Frugal Fixer. I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can, Texan. Okay, we'll see you guys on the flip side.